Today, I would like to focus on sequential game in Chapter 7 of game theory. The sequential game is divided into two main parts, the subgame perfect natural equivalence and non-credible series. Firstly, I want to talk about the subgame perfect natural equivalence. To save the time, I will use Spne to represent subgame perfect natural equivalence. So first, what is Spne? The participating players make decisions in stated order, and the latter can observe the choice of the first to act and make their choice accordingly. Unlike the pure perfect natural equivalence, the Spne is a dynamic game. We usually use game tree to represent it. One of the critical ways to study the Spne is backward induction. Backward induction is a process of reasoning backwards from the end point of a problem or situations to indicate the best action sequence. It does this by examining the last issue at which a decision is to be made and then deciding what actions would be most desirable now. I will provide two examples to help you understand the method directly. In these diagrams are two companies, firm A and firm B. The payoff will differ for both companies if you choose a different routine. Therefore, we have to choose backward inductions to solve these problems. Suppose we are firm B. For the first part, if we decide on E, the payoff is true. However, if we select E, the payoff is 0. In this case, we definitely choose E. By the priority of reasoning, for the second part, we will select E. Therefore, no matter which lines from A choose, from B will select E. For from A, the payoff for the option capital E is more significant. We find our Spne is capital E. Why do we choose 2E? Because for the firm B, there is no way to know which lines firm A will choose, so there will 2E. Spne belongs to the national equivalence, which is left after backward inductions extrapolations. The following example is a classical prisoner dilemma, combining the normal and the intensive form, which we can quickly look at it. Two prisoners have different options for the right and claim, and when they choose various means, they are sentenced differently. For the general forms, we can find the pure perfect natural equivalence is -5, -5. We can quickly turn the general forms into the extensive forms. Then we'll find out the Spne is also -5, -5 by backward inductions. After finishing Spne, then I want to talk about non-credible series. A non-credible series is made in the hope that it will be believed. Therefore, the certain undesirable actions will not need to be carried out. Examples of such non-credible series are often encountered in companies. A typical example is a company's punishment mechanisms. The boss gives the employees a task, and the employees can choose to do or not. If they choose to do it, its dynamic games will end it, and the payoff is 5-5. If employees choose not to do, the payoff is 0-10. The employee's commitment to complete the work is credible, regardless of any conditions. When the employees choose not to do the job, the boss can choose punish or not punish. If the boss decides to punish, it is 0 -5. While not punish, it is still 0-10. The employees knows the boss definitely choose punish, so they will go ahead and decide to task. But if the punishment is not strong enough, the employees will still not do the work. The key in this game, therefore, is to increase the deterrent effect of punish on employees. So this is a non-credible threat. And that's all. Thank you very much. And this is a reference.